All right, guys, welcome back to another one. I am the gold standard, and today we are in it with Pudding. Now, Pudding is a new leader from OP-08 with quite possibly some of the smoothest ramp I've seen in the game in a long time, allowing you to curve out into a 10 mom on turn 4. And guys, I have to say that I have not had so many people quit games against me as I have had playing Pudding. So if you want to see how it works, sit back, kick your feet up, and let's play some One Piece. Now, guys, before we get into it, I just have to let you know that I am actually out of the country right now, so I didn't get to spend as much time on this video as I would have liked to, but I still think it gives a good representation of what Pudding's capable of. So guys, if you find anything in this video useful, please hit the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So Pudding's leader ability reads, when attacking, you may turn the top 2 life cards of your life face up, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck as rested. Now, it should be noted that you can't actually activate her leader ability if you have life cards that are face up that would be revealed. So for instance, if you've just revealed 2 life card, there's a chance you won't be able to use it the following turn. So essentially what you're doing with Charlotte Pudding is, because she's a purple leader, you're using her ramp effect to combine with the fact that she's a yellow leader, and yellow typically plays the big bodies, you know, the 10 drops. So Ace, Lin, I've got Katakuri in this build, and we've got this 9 drop Lin. So you use the purple ramp to kind of set the stage for playing out multiple big bodies very early on. Now, when you're dropping 10 mom on your turn 4 and your opponent only has 6 Dawn to respond, you can get a little overconfident playing Pudding. But I'll tell you right now that the thing that's going to make you a better Pudding player is understanding how the defense in this deck works. Because really what makes Pudding different from other decks is that her defense comes from playing a very strong offense. Like, her offensive cards are actually her defense. So I'm going to go through and show you what I mean. So in normal decks, you're playing a lot of 2K counters, maybe the 0 cost events, and blockers. But in this build, I'm actually not using any blockers. I do still have 2K counter in the form of Beji, who also has a great trigger, Flampe, who in a pinch you can use, Frankie, again for the trigger and as well as the 2K, and then I do have the 0 cost event. So I have a lot of innate counter ability between those cards, but I'm not playing any blockers in this deck. And this is a very offensive Pudding build. So I'm going to go through from the top down and give you kind of a play-by-play of how it looks. You've got 10 drops first. Obviously, you've got the Lin who gives you a life and takes a life from them. So you're making yourself more durable to take another hit, but you're also removing options from their life cards because it trashes one. So you don't have to worry about giving them a counter or potentially getting a trigger. Now, Ace is another one because he's giving you life, so again, making you more durable. But if you're at 2 life or less, he gains rush, and so you can either clear something on their board or attack into life. Lin, for the price of 1 Dawn and a trashed card, gives you another life and also removes a 6 cost or less from their field and puts it into their life at the top or bottom. So this is a way to manage their board a little bit and remove attackers that might be problematic. So for instance, if you're playing into black and they have a Kuzan down, the 4 drop Kuzan, you can move it into their life and then you don't have to worry about them reducing your characters. I've got the 8 drop Katakuri, who does something similar to the Lin in the sense that he's removing things off the board or adding something to your life. Most often I use it on Pudding though. What's nice about Katakuri is he can remove things like Gecko or other people's Katakuris. And so again, you are removing attack options from them as well as managing the board. Next up, I've got Bon Clay. You know, he's there for ramp, but also Bon Clay always acts as a blocker because once you attack with Bon Clay once, they have to attack into him to get rid of him because he's just such a threat as the game goes on. A lot of times I'll play Bon Clay early and I won't use him for a long time until late, you know, mid to late game when he's got a good target to take the power of. And then you can get a good swing in and force them to attack him back. And then finally, Edward Newgate, I think, is one of your best options for defense in this game because once you get a few big bodies out, you can play Newgate down, and his ability is on play, add the top card of your deck to the top of your life cards, then look at all your life cards, place one of the cards on the top of your deck, return your remaining life cards in your desired order. So basically what you're doing with him is you're reorganizing all of your life cards as well as what your next draw card is going to be. And so for instance, if you have a 0 cost event anywhere in your life, you can move it down to the bottom of your life and guarantee yourself an extra swing. If you have Beji anywhere in your life, you can put him into a more advantageous position in your life cards. And then if you just need to search up more, you know, 2K counters or big moms or anything like that, you can stack these 1 cost events into there. So now that you've seen kind of how defense and the general strategy works, let's talk about what the ideal line of play is and the ideal opening hand that you're looking for. So typically the ideal opening hand that you want is you want to see Charlotte Katakuri, the 6-drop. You want to see one of your searchers potentially, or Big Mom, and you want to be going first. If you have that combination, you're pretty much good to go in this. And I'll tell you exactly why now, because this is the ideal line of play using those cards. You definitely want to go first because then you get the first attack in. So turn 1, you're typically going to play one of your searchers. So either Charlotte Pudding or we're going to claim the 1 piece. Turn 2, you're just going to swing for 8, reveal your top 2 life cards and add a Dawn. So now at turn 3, you've got 6 Dawn because of the Dawn you've ramped and the 2 you get. And so you typically want to play it into Charlotte Katakuri. This allows you to flip 1 life card face down and then ramp again. Now, ideally on their turn before this, they attack into you. And so you take that hit. So you've only got 1 life card face up. You use Katakuri here to flip that face down. And then you use her ability again to now ramp a 2nd time. And if you do that line of play correctly, by turn 4, you can just start dropping 10 Mom, Ace, Lin, whatever you want, some of these big bodies. And that's really where the pressure starts. And a lot of people just start quitting games very quickly when you start dropping like 2 or 3 10 Moms in a row. Now, I know that sounds complicated, but I did this exact line of play in the opening turns of the Black Luffy gameplay. And so you can see it in action. I just didn't have a 10 Mom to play. I ended up having a 9 Mom, but you can see me ramp to 10 in the exact steps I just said, and you can replicate the same process. So now briefly, I want to talk about 3 different tech cards that you could use in this deck that, you know, give some variability into play and also maybe more defense. So first up is the Sanji blocker. And I definitely think you could drop the 8-drop Katakuri that I'm using currently in the build for this Sanji blocker, because it gives you defense in the form of a blocker, but also it triggers off of life at times when you may need it. Next up, you've got Viola, who is also a blocker, but early on, she has the ability to turn your life cards face down so that you could ramp potentially again in the chance that your opponent does not attack into you. And then finally, you've got this Charlotte Katakuri, and his ability is activate main. You may trash this character. If your leader has the Big Mom Pirates type, play up to 1 Charlotte Katakuri from your hand that has a cost of 3 or greater and a cost less than or equal to the number of Dawn your opponent has. So I would love to use this card in this deck because you can get the 8-drop Katakuris out for 2 Dawn, which is insane. And honestly, I would love to see someone tinker around with a pudding build that really leans into that aspect of Katakuri, because if you think about it, on a 10 Dawn turn, you could actually play 2 Katakuris on the same turn if you had it all in hand, which is absolutely insane. So anyway, guys, those are the 3 tech options that I was looking at for this deck, and in particular, Sanji and Katakuri. Obviously, Sanji's the easiest one to swap in right now, but it really just depends on what your playstyles are and what you're worried about running into, like if you want more defense or not. So that's all I've got for pudding, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope this is helpful, and if it is, please hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see or any questions you have. And now let's get into some gameplay with Pudding so you can get to know her a little bit better. All right, we are in it with the starter deck Luffy here. I'm gonna keep this because I've got this card in hand and I've got an opening. That's all right, I'll take this one. It's hoping for the 10 drop, but we'll get this going. So the reason I want this is because now this turn, or the next turn, I can go. So we ramp, this is good, and the turn. So hopefully they attack us here because then we get the draw. Yeah, this is perfect, guys. I'll show you why. So we get this, use this. Dang, not a lot in here that we want actually. I guess a 2K, because we get that or Animal Kingdom. Yeah, Animal Kingdom Pirates. More 2K. I mean, 2Ks are okay. This is a problem for us, but we can Katakuri it out later. So here's the trick. You go here first, we flip this down, gain that, and then we go 6. And we flip these up, and he counters, and now we are at 8 Dawn. So next turn, if we draw into a 10 Mom, we can play the 10 Mom. If, I mean, I'm assuming he attacks into us with this. Maybe he removes this. We can also just use this on the next turn to put this in life. So we've got some options, but ideally you hit that curve and then you drop a 10 Mom here, and it's turn 4, and you've got a 10 mom on the field, which is insane. That's the most insane ramp ever right now, especially for a yellow deck, you know? Cool, so like Brooks. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Sort of okay with that, I guess. Because we go here, so we're at 10. What do we drop from our hand? Probably that. Yeah, so we go here, we go 6. Takes that. We go here, drop this. I guess we trash Newgate here. Yeah. Gain a life. Put this guy at the bottom of his life and end the turn. Because now he has to use some cards from hand. He can't just... Oof, we got Pudding there. Or we got E-showed pretty good there. It didn't take a lot of the things we wanted, but that's all right. So let's get a 10 mom. No 10 mom. But we do get this. So I could put this into his life. And I think we will. So we're at 10. Let's go here. Swing 7. Let's go here. Swing 9. Let's go cat. Oh, no way, guys. He quit. Because we were about to load that into life, and then he just... I was really hoping to play that one through. Bringing down a black deck with Pudding feels so good when you can hit that right. He doesn't have an 8 cost, so he can't use those. I mean, he could have jacked. Nah, man, he didn't have any good plays there. Cooked. Absolutely cooked, guys. Yeah, I mean, that's the Pudding curve. As I said in the beginning, if you have that Charlotte, if you have this in hand, you can just work people. Cool. Turn 5. Fun. All right, we are in it with Enel, and they took first from us. Lame. So lame. I mean, I'll keep this. I've got some search. I can get a big mom, or I can draw into one. This could be good because you can cat their cat. Yeah, we'll take this just for some options. Just for some options. Also, I can play it on the 9 Dawn turn and potentially put her back in my life. And by 9 Dawn turn, I mean the turn on my turn where I'm at 9. But okay, this is interesting because, yeah, so we can bond clay here. Go 1 and actually still kind of get on curve a little bit. Assuming they take that because they want it. They want that. So Enel is a tough matchup because it's kind of just a back and forth of, they know that I don't have blockers, and so they just kind of, you know, keep going. They could build their board, but they're not going to, I guess. So we're at 8 now. I'll just swing. I'm gonna reload my Pudding into here. You give us a counter there? All right. Odd play, but all right. Yeah, we'll go here. Add that to the top of the life. And end our turn. So the bond clay is good in here because, like, eventually they will drop something big. And when that happens, we'll be ready. Okay, so they Hiyori something into life. What's nice is they're Hiyoriing something into life, and I'm about to big mom, so whatever it is that they just loaded, it's gone. I'm gonna protect this life. Okay. Double swing coming our way next turn. So, yeah, we go here. They put a Rygo in there? Interesting. Very interesting. I guess he was trying to trigger it for this. Let's go here. They take that. Ooh, that is a mean trigger they just got. Yeah, we end the turn there. Wow. Kudos to them on that. Interesting that they don't use it though. Okay, so I need to save some. Yeah, so we take this one. Oh man, I don't know why he did that, guys, but he did. So we'll go head counter here. And we'll go ahead and counter here. And like he could have done some work with those if he would have planned that out a little more. I can gain a life and I could put, do I care to put a cracker on his life? I mean, it could be good to put that on the bottom and know that something else is there. And then like these are going to be important later. At least I believe. So I'm going to go ahead. We'll clear this board up a little bit because I cannot allow those to. We'll try this. He gives that to us. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, we're still going to just hard drop Lin here. And I'm going to gain a life by trashing another Lin. Right? Yeah, we'll trash a Lin. Gain a life. And I'm not even going to put anything in his life. And I'm going to end the turn. Because now what I'm going to try and do is just build a massive board, guys. And like put this in, then this on the turn after maybe. Hopefully he tries to swing in here and we can clear this out. Yeah, you can have that. Definitely use this trigger. Take this. Another Big Mom. Yeah, I mean, 11, that's fine. So what's he play here? Maybe a cat? Interesting. If he played a cat, then he puts Hiyori on life here. I don't have enough to even save that, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, Katakuri. Hiyori on life? Yep. Okay. Does Hiyori on life? Okay, so I guess he wants that Hiyori back in hand, but I'm going to KO it. So let's try and get the 9 here. Gives us that 2K. Again, totally fine with that. Gives us a bunch of stuff there. That's kind of interesting because now their hand is pretty bad and I still have a lot of 10 drops I can swing into with. So yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll do this. And do we even attack here? Honestly, I'll attack once. Yeah. So he's going to attack into these most likely, which is sort of fine. Okay, Ace reloads his life. Yeah, I honestly shouldn't have attacked that last turn, but it is what it is. Okay, counter that. Now what's he do? Swing 9 on 9. He can't kill my Big Mom, so he could kill this with... He can have that. He can have that. I get... Oh, God. Do I use that? I kind of don't want to. Nah, I want to attack into his stuff here. Okay. Yeah, because we are going to clear out all of that. He can have his... he can have all that stuff still. Do we just play Ace here and gain a life? Because I don't want him at 2. I don't want him at 1 again because he gets the Ace and Yamato again. So let's go here and just gain a life. Because hopefully he burns a big attack on one of these. Just goes 9 on life here. Yeah, I mean, you can have that. I'm going to keep this again. Because of that. I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, Yeah, he was unhappy with that. Oh, and we even had the zero cost event as our last one, guys. All right, well, that's how you play the Enel matchup. You just kind of keep working them. All right, we're in it with Boa, and they chose to go first, which is annoying for us. But I'm going to keep this because, I mean, we can at least kind of do our thing. Yeah, I was hoping to go first and curve out on them, but alas, here we are. Yeah, so we'll go here. I'm going to take the 9-mom. End our turn. I don't think that Bon Clay is going to help us here, so I'm going to keep some early life. Also, I don't know what these two are yet. All right, Flampe. Okay, so we'll ramp. Cat, ace. Not bad, not bad. Go here, swing, and end our turn. Interesting, very interesting. Yeah, okay. So they have a pudding probably. So I don't necessarily want to take that because I'll let them like, okay, yeah. So we're at 6. Like I thought about taking that, but I didn't want to get puddinged. The problem is now, like I could have gone 8, 9. We would have been pretty good, but we'll just have to go 10. So what do we want here? We go, yeah, we go here and then we go 7 at, we'll go 7 at the blocker. So next we're at 10, so we can start 10 momming here. I won't need you, most likely. I'll take 1. I don't really want to get puddinged here, so I'm gonna just take away any and all opportunities. Nice. It's actually good. So we'll try and get a counter. Nice, nice. Do we put Boa into life here? I think I could do that next turn pretty happily. We'll go here. I think not. I got a 10 mom. I just got to do it. We just got to start establishing just like a silly board. Yeah. Okay, Sengoku. Kind of okay with a lot of this, honestly, guys. 5, yeah, we'll take that. Get another ace, cool. I mean, this is just hilarious right now, honestly. I'll do 1 2K here. Take this one, yeah, okay. And we'll take that one, okay. So let's see, let's clear some of this board up. Wow, they actually counter that, okay. See if we can't get another something out of their hand, I guess. Let's go here. And end the turn. Like potentially Katakuriing and then 2-dropping or 2 onto one of these could have been good because I could have cleared those 2 off the board. But I just feel like it'd be tough for them to finish this right here. Yeah, so we'll go here. We'll get rid of 9-drop. All right, they go 9 on 7. All you, my dude. Another Gecko, cool. Jinbei from trash. Awesome. Counter out of that. Okay. So we pretty much have to get this out of here. I didn't mean to do that, my bad. But now I actually know. We'll kill one of those and we'll drop one of these. Another Sengoku Searcher, Mihawk. A 5Z. Sure. Take that. 7. Take that. Use the trigger. Take this. Yep, resolve that. And counter out of this. Cool. Now we just go for game. Now just go for game. GG's. That was sloppy, guys, but you gotta cut me some slack. I am tired.